Welcome to the weekly reflections of an inner work guide series. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shubhali. I work at the nexus of coaching, therapeutic modalities, and spirituality as an inner work guide, specifically guiding women in their inner work journeys. So last week, my intention was, I basically look at my notes here to share my reflections. Last week, my intention was to pause and consider, how do I make this moment better? Um, how did my intention go? I was able to pause, but I wasn't always able to make the moment better. And as I was reflecting about it, I realized the reason I would get stuck there would be because I would pause and then I would immediately think of how to make it better. But whatever was happening here was creating a certain sense of unpleasantness in me, and so I wasn't really able to see how to make it better, right? And so what I'm thinking now is, for the next week, I want to do pause, ease the unpleasantness that has caught my body and thus my mind in that moment, sort of just ease that and smile into it. Smiling, like, you can't genuinely smile and feel unpleasant feelings at the same time. It is not possible. Try it. Yeah. So for the coming week, my intention is going to be pause, ease through the breath, and then smile. And from there, I think I will be able to make the next moment better. That's my current hypothesis. Let's see what happens. All right. So those are the intentions last week and the following weeks. As for my reflections, so I have a gardening plot. Some of you may already know it. And this season, I basically sowed a few things. So I sowed tomatoes, some radish, some brinjal or eggplants, some snow peas, some mustard, a lot of different things. But two things happened. One, the weather it just rained a lot during the summers this time. And second, I wasn't very regular with sort of actually going in there doing the stuff. Yeah. And some stuff is happening in my life that I will eventually talk about. Not right now. But so because stuff is happening in my life, I sort of consciously chose to not pay as much attention to the garden. And I was like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. It's fine. Not my priority right now. And what I'm seeing right now is that tomatoes are growing, cherry tomatoes as well as the bigger tomatoes. Eggplants are growing, which I had thought it's not going to give me the eggplants. Radish is growing. Some other stuff is growing that I don't know right now, but stuff is growing, and I mean, all that I did was I said, I'm not going to prioritize this. Whenever I can, once in 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'll just go and weed stuff out and I'll let whatever has to happen continue happening, right? And so what I'm taking away is that give things time, let nature do its bit, just, and I think we're talking about a garden, but we'll take garden as an analogy and think about your life. And I wonder, like, if if you can, depending on what's happening in your life right now, if you can just give your life, yourself, just time. And let nature, universe, time, space do its bit. You'd be surprised by what happens. Yeah. So that was my first reflection. The other reflection, very, very closely related, was I forget who's written this song, but basically the song has these two lines in it. It says, whatever will grow, whatever will die. So let what grows grow, let what dies die. Death, I mean, for us, we think of things as life and death, but actually it is not life, death, they're not separate. Life, when comes to a pause, is what we call death, but it doesn't stop, right? It's a semicolon and then it starts again. Yeah. And so death, yes, is death, but in a way it's basically rebirth waiting to happen. Um, so things that have to grow will grow, let them grow. Things that are going to die, let them die peacefully, let them die naturally, organically. You know, again, I don't know how and where you're going to take it in your life with what's happening in your life right now, but for me, with whatever is happening in my life right now, I feel like very, very important core messages for me. Just whatever is growing in my life right now, can I sort of put my energy in there and support it more, invest more in there to allow the growth to blossom. And whatever has to die, let it, you know. Um, the third reflection is comes from, so I am learning trading right now. I'm trading futures, and something that I'm learning is aim to learn the process, not the target or the goal. Yeah. So in trading, like for all traders, beginner traders, the first thought is profit. However, if you keep thinking profit, you're actually never going to learn trading. And I believe this is the exact same thing in every other space. The people that I work with in the space of inner work, everybody's wanting the result. So your focus is on the result. If your focus is on the result, that I want to get there, in the beginning, yes, you need to know where you're going, but then you need to let go of that profit, that goal, that target, and you need to bring all of your focus, energy, investment into the process of learning how to walk this process towards that end goal. Yeah. So think about your life right now. Anytime that you're thinking about, I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there, you'll you'll find that you've actually not been able to go there, because yes, you need to know where you want to go, but then 80% of the work is learning how to go there, how to reach there, learning the process, right? So in inner work, in the work that I do, everybody wants to feel calm and peace and happy and confident. Yes, sure, you want to feel that, right? But you can't get that. You have to do certain other things. You have to do the process of grounding, confidence, happiness. You have to do that process. And when you walk and do that process, the result will automatically happen. Okay? So aim to learn the process, not just hit the goal or the target. And then fourth, as I was thinking about these pieces through the last week, I was like, so much gratitude I have for where I am today, in the sense of my own inner being. I used to be somebody super impatient, very, very impatient, very, very like I wanted yesterday. Even now, I feel those feelings, but I don't go through that experience because of having worked in the process, because of having built the skills to be able to ground myself, to be able to ease myself, to be able to feel nice in me. And so that sense of impatience is not there, and which is also why like I'm able to really relish these reflections of give things time, let nature do its work, whatever grows will grow, whatever dies will die. Aim to learn the process, not the target, not the goal. Yeah, so just a lot of gratitude for that. I hope my sharing, my reflections helped you, supported you, provided you some perspective. I would love to hear from you. Anything that came up for you as you were listening to me, would love to know as much as you want to share what's happening at your end. If there are any questions you have for me, yeah, do let me know. And if you're somebody who's wanting to go really deep into their inner work, my signature program, Rooted in Chaos, is exactly for you then. All right, until next week, take care.